Alright, what is up everybody? Welcome back to Final Fantasy 16. Last time we completed Martha's Rest and Lost Wings quest lines, and now we're going to go talk to the Dame in Northreach and start this one. Filler episode, yippee. They are kind of like filler episodes in a way. But like, these have, the other quests we were talking about before retread, those are filler episodes. These are kind of like, these would be still part of the main story, I think. Or like really good filler episodes.
What am I to do? My wards and I may soon be without a home.
What's happened?
The High Cardinal has descended from his lofty throne and taken up residence here in Northreach.
The High Cardinal?
Leader of the Council of Elders, second only to his Radiance at the head of the Imperial government. Not that any of those things still exist. Now he goes by his noble title, the Duke of Oriflamme.
And what does he want with Northreach?
He wants to transform it into a military stronghold, a foundation upon which to build a new Sambrec. He's already secured the support of the various army remnants, with promises that they shall be afforded the respect they deserve in his empire. One built on the confiscated property of the people.
He would rob the populace to pay for it.
Believe me, I have used every means of persuasion to discourage him from this folly. But for whatever reason, he will not listen to me.
What does Captain Philippe make of this? When the town was under attack, it was him the soldiers rallied around. Couldn't he use that influence again?
How? By speaking out against one of the most powerful men in Sambrec.
I'm pretty sure Sambrec's about gone at this point.
His stated aim is to revive the empire Philippe's comrades swore to serve, and to improve the soldiers' lot within it. The captain can offer them a regular supply of gruel, and an occasional trip to the Vale to help them forget the terrors they face each day. The Duke offers them a vision of strength and safety. No. Any attempt to incite mutiny would cost Philippe the support of his men, if it did not cost him his life. But given the mood around town, mutiny may yet be unavoidable. The people have little appetite for further deprivation, least of all when it serves only to elevate others.
And who could blame them?
Clive, would you appeal to the Duke on my behalf?
I'm sure this is going to go well.
For your services to Northreach, you have the respect of the soldiers, and they will take you to his eminence if you ask them. And unlike Philippe, no bonds of loyalty prevent you from speaking your mind to the man. Well, will you try? You could hardly fare any worse than I did.
Sure, why not?
I'll see what I can do.
Thank you, Clive.
Tell me then, where will I find this Duke of Oriflamme? In the garrison?
Overseeing the troops, yes.
All right. Wish me luck.
I could see this not going well for us, but we'll try. What is Richelieu, Sharks in Space? And yeah, retry, perhaps the Duke does not like
at the remembrance ceremony.
People of the female persuasion.
Make a strong impression.
I don't know. Guess we'll find out. He's probably just like a power-hungry asshole, it sounds like, though, if I had to guess. Based off what the Dame has told us so far. Females are gross. Alright, let's do it. I mean, we could just, like, go semi-primed and threaten him.
Halt. Oh, sorry about that. You're the Dame's man, aren't you? You got some business with the captain?
No, actually. With the Duke. I was hoping I might be able to speak with him.
Oh, okay,
We're
Sharks
under
in
orders
Space.
not to let any civilians pass. But you should be all right. His Eminence has heard all about you and your heroics. Wait here. I'll go and ask.
Sharks in Space, are you like a history professor, or are you just really into history? Because you know a lot of historical facts.
So, you are the sellsword who lent his aid to the garrison. The Empire owes you a debt.
It's literally in shambles,
and
bro.
I shall see it repaid. But tell me, is it wealth that you seek or favor?
Neither, Your Eminence. I thought only to inquire about your plan to turn Northreach into a stronghold.
Ah, I see. You are worried the expanded garrison will render your services redundant. Yet you needn't be. A proud fighting man like yourself shall always have a place here. Pride of place, in fact. For too long has the contribution of the noble soldier been under-reckoned. But no more. For it is they who shall see the Holy Empire rebuilt, beginning right here in Northreach.
Why here, Your Eminence?
The town has been fortunate enough to escape largely unscathed from the recent troubles. Her defenses are sound, and her garrison well prepared. Which is more than can be said for Oriflamme or Twinside.
Yeah, sorry about that.
The Empire
Not really.
wants for a capital, and I believe Northreach to be the perfect place. With Caer Norvent as her citadel. Once we have seen to the refortification of both the town and the castle,
I forgot that's right there.
we need only build a wall around both.
We helped destroy that
create
too.
A city that would be the envy of the twins. Plans are already underway for the construction. Soon enough, these thralls shall learn that they are no match for the might of Sanbreque.
I fear you underestimate how dangerous these creatures are, Your Eminence. Should they return in force, you will need all the people of Northreach to come together in defense of the town. Something they may be loath to do if they've been deprived of their worldly goods.
The people will do as their leaders command.
Of course they will.
If Sanbreque is to be rebuilt, she will require a functioning government. One whose authority is beyond question. That is why this levy is necessary. So that any man who wishes to join the army might do so and be fed, outfitted, and paid as befits a defender of the Empire. And yet there are those who persist in peddling the treasonous lie that I seek to steal from the people and drive them from their homes.
I suspect they're afraid of losing what little they have left.
Precisely.
Who dat?
The common folk have little and less, and you mean to deprive them of even that. You would sow the seeds of your new empire in your own salted earth.
Sabine, we have discussed this.
Yes, and I told you then how putting the empire before her citizens would lead only to revolt.
Without an empire, there are no citizens.
And in yours, there will be only beggars. Is that what Griga wills for her people?
I wonder if that's his
Do
daughter.
not take her name in vain, Sabine.
I'll come back later.
That must be his daughter, I bet. That's an in for the dame,
The
though.
citizens revolt. I wonder what the people really think of the Duke's plan. It wouldn't hurt to ask them, I suppose.
I can't imagine anyone would like the
Let's
plan.
begin with those on the other side of the wall.
As long as you remain, the veil will...
So, Kenny, your focus was in World War II to Cold Era, to the Cold War era. So I actually listened to a really cool podcast recently on the Manhattan Project, and also that the Oppenheimer movie is coming out soon. Are you gonna see that? That fits right in your time period. So, Shark's Face, your favorite stuff in history is the early modern medieval, where the Ottomans and Italians were being frenemies by spying and plotting against one another.
But there were ghosts at the gates not days ago.
All right there. What is it you're after, sir?
Just your opinion, actually. I wondered what you thought of the Duke of Oriflamme.
Oh, him. Not much. None of us traders do. It's thanks to nobles like him that we had to set up shop this side of the wall in the first place.
Oh, Mediterranean,
Couldn't
I'm
have
sorry.
the rabble getting any closer to the holy capital, could they? And now he's trying to drive us out completely, threatening to take everything we got from us if we don't clear off. If the dame said she wanted him run out of town, I'd be straight through that checkpoint, tar bucket in hand.
Oh, so they'll probably rally around the dame then, pretty much. Your favorite time in history was a minute ago? What happened a minute ago, retry? You don't plan on seeing the Oppenheimer movie? How come, Kenny? Is there any reason in particular? I'm just curious.
A question, if you don't mind. What do you think of the Duke of Oriflamme?
Don't get me started. You build a life for yourself somewhere, only for some noble to turn up and tell you you've got to hand it all over to him. If If he thinks his name and his chains give him the right to empty our purses, he's in for a rude awakening. We'll do whatever it takes to keep what's ours. Whatever it takes.
That Chocobo seemed upset as well behind him. Explosion not realistic enough? No, stop, retry. Don't say that. Come on now.
Do you see anything you like?
Yeah, do you have any? Do I need any goods? I do not. Dude, we have 239,000. We're buying this.
I do like a customer who knows what he wants.
The rice you make came out very good. Nice, Bennifer. Did you use a rice maker to make it?
Nothing good, I'll wager.
My favorite rice comes out of a
Going
rice
around
maker.
acting like he owns the place.
Like makes it perfect.
And with hardly a word to the dame. This is her town, not his.
I take it you'd rather she was in charge.
As far as I'm concerned, she still is. Just need his eminence to sod off back to Oriflamme.
Well, the people seem united enough. What about the soldiers?
That's fair, Kenny. If depending on how historically accurate it could turn into a documentary. Yeah, I don't really watch documentaries too often either. I really enjoyed the podcast I listened to about the Manhattan Project, though, which obviously Oppenheimer is the lead scientist from, right? So, I don't know if I'll see the movie or not. So 2 cups of rice, 3 cups of chicken broth, 2 tablespoons of canola oil, 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, and 1 tablespoon of pepper. That does sound really good. That's a good recipe for rice. I might try it.
Excuse me, do you have a moment? I wondered if you'd mind sharing your thoughts on the Duke of Oriflamme.
Well, he's made a lot of enemies coming in the way he did. I mean, look around us. You can see the state the realm's in. The traders might not like having the screws put on them, but if they volunteered a few more of their hard-earned gil before things got bad, maybe they wouldn't have to. I think the Duke's got a point when he says rebuilding the Empire is the best way of making sure we're all protected. And if that means people who don't know one end of a sword from another have to make way for those who do, well, that's just how it goes.
Wait, you'll be impressed if they use a line that Oppenheimer supposedly said to the general right before the testing of the atomic bomb. So not the I am become death thing, right, Kenny? Because wasn't that after it went off that he... So, okay. The podcast I listened to brought this up because he's always quoted as saying, I am become death. Actually, from what I'm understanding from the podcast, he never actually said it, but he was thinking it. Like, and he said later in like an interview or something that he thought that, but he never actually said it out loud in like a dramatic way. It's also from a holy book, either Hindu or something like that. I think it might have been a Hindu, whatever the book that if you are a Hindu, like part of Hinduism, whatever that book is. I can't think of what it's called, but I believe there was like the god of war in that religion. Like I believe they're the one. They are the one that actually said that line, and he was quoting that or something like that. But yeah, apparently he never actually said that.
You're the one who was talking to His Eminence.
On the Dame's behalf, yes. I was trying to persuade him not to take the people's goodwill for granted, but it seems my words fell on deaf ears. What do you think of his plans?
I'm a soldier, mate. He tells me what to do, not the other way round. Listen, I've got nothing but respect for the Dame, but I've got a family to look after. That's where my loyalties lie, not with the town or the Empire, but with my wife and children. If the Duke can get us the men and the equipment we need to fight off those blue-skinned bastards, I don't care how he does it.
That's right. So the Bhagavad Gita. Hopefully I said that right. Yeah, that's right, retry. That is where it came from. So whatever religion uses that book.
Sabine, you are embarrassing me.
You're embarrassing yourself.
Dude, she's going in on him over there.
I hear the Duke of Oriflamme plans to turn this town into some sort of fortress. Do you think that's a good idea?
It's not for me to say. All I know is that unless the Emperor orders me otherwise, His Eminence's word is law.
Who's the Emperor? The dude's dead.
No one likes all these taxes and tariffs, but empires don't come for free.
I mean, Dion would be the Emperor now, technically.
We'll all reap the benefits.
The general asked about setting off the bomb. The quote to answer the general has to do with oxygen being a flammable gas. Oh. I was gonna say the I am become death thing was supposedly after the bomb went off, when they were testing it. All right, where's Felipe? Or Philippe? Sorry, not Felipe. Philippe.
Captain, do you have a moment?
For you? Certainly. Clive, wasn't it? Thank you for last time. How can I help you?
I wanted to ask you about the Duke of Oriflamme. Do you intend to go along with his plan?
But to tell you the truth, I'm in two minds. It's my sworn duty as a captain of the Imperial Army to obey his orders. But I can't say I agree with him.
Beyond the goat? Oh shit.
I remember you saying that you became a soldier to protect the people you loved. The Dame included.
That's right. I did.
Well, she doesn't agree with the Duke's orders either. She thinks they could tear Northreach apart.
And she's probably right. Thank you, Clive. I know what I need to do now. Protecting the people I love is what matters. Doesn't matter how. Well, duty calls, so I better go. Thanks again.
I wonder if Philippe and the Dame are more like romantically involved. Like maybe they're actually like a thing.
It seems Philippe wants to do the right thing at least. I expect Isabel will be pleased to hear that.
Oh,
nothing else.
Yeah. So Kenny, what you're saying right there, the podcast did mention something about that. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. It wasn't like in the way that you're saying it, but they said that there was a theory that, you know, setting the bomb off could literally light the world on fire.
Ah, Clive. How did you fare? Were you able to speak with the Duke?
I was, but...
Yeah, it didn't go very well.
So Northreach is to be a fortress after all. Well, it will certainly help to hold back the thralls. There's no denying that. Though I doubt it will come as much consolation to the townspeople whose worldly goods are confiscated to pay for it. They deserve to be heard, Clive. To have a say in this new empire the Duke means to build.
Sadly, His Eminence values their obedience more than their opinions, and hopes to reassert the authority of the state. I fear he sees the people as mere pawns on his chessboard to be sacrificed for the greater good. Needless to say, they themselves are of a different opinion, and would rather their destinies were in your hands. The soldiers, meanwhile, are content to follow their orders. And not just because of the Duke's rank, but because of his vision.
I thought as much. Had I sworn to protect Sambrek, I dare say I too would want nothing more than to see it rise from the ashes. Thank you for trying. But the battle is lost.
Not quite.
I don't know about that.
What happened to your uniform?
I handed it in, along with my resignation. Told the lads I wished them well, but that I owe it to those I love to call it a day.
But why?
Because I realize what really matters to me. Not following some nobleman's orders for the sake of it, but protecting what I care about. Protecting Northreach. I honestly don't know when those monsters will return, but I'm certain they're not finished with us yet. And when they do come back, we need to be ready for them. We need to stand together, all of us. And with you to lead us, milady, I reckon we can do it. It was you who finally convinced me, Clive. There's no point following orders if they go against everything you believe.
Indeed.
All of us, standing together. That has always been Northreach's best hope, and one which still lies within our grasp. We have only to turn our attentions to the true enemy. Thank you, Philippe, for showing me what I must do.
Anything for you, milady. Speaking of standing together, would you mind if I borrowed a few of the lads from the Vale to help keep watch around the town? I fear His Eminence has loftier tasks in mind for the guard.
Not at all. Be my guest.
Wouldn't be the first time.
All right. Let's go cause an uprising. Maybe?
There may be hope for Northreach yet. Especially with men like you and Philippe to champion our cause. I, for my part, shall continue to work upon the Duke, in the stubborn belief that I might still tempt him into joining hands. But I suspect I shall have to call upon your aid again. Until then, Clive.
Until then.
Oh, that was the whole quest. All right. This is probably going to be under new management too, then, if I had to guess. Like right after this. Oh, maybe not. Hold on. Oh, all right. So maybe there's something else going on here right now. Okay. I was expecting that quest line to end there. Okay. So we got Buckland, Tabor. All right. So there's 3 quests here, 1 quest here, I think. Yeah. Let's go do trading places really quick. That might be something to do with Lubor, because he left Dalamil. Maybe he ended up in Buckland. Or Bucklid. No, it has to do with Eloise and her brother. Theodore, I think his name was?
If we're going to do this, we'll need...
Clive, your timing is impeccable. It just so happens that right at this very moment, we're in need of someone with your talents.
And what talents would those be?
Why, your fearlessness and your skill with a blade.
I'm listening.
Well, as I'm sure you're aware, when these dark skies swept over the Republic, so too did a wave of chaos and confusion. Randalar has been particularly badly affected. Many of the capital's bearers have lost their masters, or taken the opportunity to flee them. None remain free for long, of course. Most find themselves under the protection of the Fist before they get far. But the army too is in disarray, and finds itself unable to provide for its new charges. Which means it has been looking to sell.
And you've been looking to buy? To make sure these masterless bearers remain that way.
Precisely. It's the perfect opportunity to free dozens more, and for an attractive price, no less.
So where does my skill with a blade come in?
Though we may have the funds to buy these bearers, we have nowhere to house them. So we've been searching for a place where they can be resettled. Somewhere far from the prying eyes of those who would see them enslaved once more. And we believe we have found one.
Oh.
Cashlock. A small hamlet hidden in a canyon.
I think we've been there.
The place was abandoned a long time ago. But when the men moved out, the beasts moved in.
And so we seek the aid of a fearless swordsman to encourage them to look elsewhere. You'll help, won't you?
Of course I will.
How could I refuse?
Excellent. Theo, if you wouldn't mind making arrangements for the transportation of our guests.
Of course. Leave everything with me.
Sounds like you'll have your work cut out for you.
I will. We have an entire village to stock and furnish. Even if I begin right now, I'll be working day and night. So I'd better get started. Try to clear the place out before the wagons roll in, won't you?
I'll do my best.
All right, let's do it. Time to kill some monsters.
You will find a village in Chedra's Thread, past Leitney's Cleft. My man there will open the gate for you.
All right.
I'm sure you won't need it.
Okay, trading places. So Kenny, why do you think they won't use that little factoid or quote in the movie? I think we can just go right there. Oh, no, we have not been here. Well, I guess we ran through here at one point. It was just called the Abandoned Fishing Village at the time, though. All right, Ambrosia, let's ride. Am I making a left here? Yeah. Or that's a right. Holy crap. What are directions again? Bonk. Oh, triple hit. Got some doggos down here.
This must have been a nice place once. It will be again.
I don't think these actually move to different targets after they kill the thing they're hitting. Let's see. No, they just disappear afterwards. Okay. It'd be cool if they switch targets then. They're too far away. Whoops. That worked out pretty well. Oh. I'm not good at aerial juggling still. I guess you don't really need to be. Come down here. Oh, there we go. I like the moveset I have on, but I'm like not as good with it as I was with other movesets we've used in the past. Like I kind of want to throw Wicked Will back on. Can't get to it. Oh, that still counted. Like, I might not use Shiva's main iconic ability and just use Diamond Dust. Maybe we'll go back to Bahamut. Oh, get to it. There we go. Level 33 mutts. How good are the fish they eat? Gotta set up a sushi restaurant here. Because Oppenheimer made that comment as kind of an offhanded comment, so to speak, to basically rebuke the general talking about the potential failure of an atomic bomb at its test. Oh, I gotcha. Phoenix Ash is so useful, you don't want to ditch it. Same with Garuda. I know, it's hard to get rid of those two, right?
That's all of them. Come on, Toggle.
It's the reason I still have them both on. Oh, we're just going back. Alright, that was easy enough. Bahamut has a lot of damage potential, though, with the dodges. I don't know. Maybe we'll switch it up right now. It's pretty fun. Oh, wrong button. Basically, Oppenheimer wasn't worried about failure of the bomb. He was more worried about setting the entire planet on fire. Right. All right, give me those points back. And if we switch to Bahamut, do I keep Ice Age? You know, maybe we use Mesmerize instead. I'm also considering Upheaval instead of Wind Up. But that's good single target damage. I do really like Wicked Will though. It does a lot of stagger damage too. I kind of miss Heat Wave as well. I got a lot of problems here. I want to use all the abilities. Mesmerize weekly cooldown super fast. I like that. Especially because we don't have any... Well, that can actually combo well with... Yeah, hold on. Let's grab that. And then upgrade Wings of Light. And then go to Gear and Eikons. Let's put on Bahamut. And then change this to... Or let's do like this. So Raging Fist is right there with Pile Drive. Let's change this to Mesmerize. Because those two will combo together. And then put Diamond Dust and Raging Fist on this right here. Man, do we drop Wind Up? I don't know. We could drop Wind Up for, I don't know, another ability? Insert other ability. I mean, Wicked Wheel is really strong. I do like Heat Wave though. And we're not going to use Ignition or Will of the Wicks. Oh, maybe we go back to the Heat Wave. Alright, what is not maxed out right now? Everything is maxed out, I think. That we're using right now. Alright, so we got a lot of extra points then, which is fine. That's the XP thing, yeah. So yeah, Bennifer, when you're leveling, make sure you have on the Unfortunate in the Heavens accessory. Yeah, Pile Drive and Impulse is good for the 10% damage. I want to keep that, I think. We don't have one to upgrade Diamond Dust, do we? Oh, too late. No, no. All right, let's try this out a little bit. I like this combo.
Something the matter, Theodore? Quiet.
Those are our terms. I trust that you will give them your full consideration.
I shall. Thank you.
Has the deal been struck, or did they change the price? Doesn't look good, she's thinking.
Him.
Someone you know?
Yes. And, no. But enough about him. How did you fare down in Cashlock?
It's done. The village is safe now.
You made quick work of it, as always.
I should go and let Eloise know.
Don't let me keep you. But Clive, don't tell her I was watching her, will you? She'll only get upset. I'll explain everything once you've finished with your report.
Interesting.
Right. We'll speak then.
Wonder what that's about.
Eloise, I just got back from Cashlock. The village should be safe now.
Thank you, Clive. Here, something for your trouble.
Money? Rare
Well
crafting
then,
material?
Now that you have laid the groundwork for our little project, I suppose we'd better finish the job. The first thing we'll need to do is make sure our offer for the bearers is accepted.
You're still in negotiations.
We are. A trusted colleague has been dealing with the Fist on our behalf, but things have been trickier than we anticipated. I suppose it's to be expected. This is the army we're dealing with. Fighting's what they do. But we shall emerge victorious in the end.
Well, if you need any help, you know where to find me.
I'm not sure I do. But thank you
Oh yeah,
all the same.
They may not know about the hideaway, or at least where it's at. Oh, so we might have a follow-up quest with Theodore then. Or we go directly into another cutscene? Directly into another cutscene.
Ah, Clive.
You wanted to talk?
The man I was watching earlier, the one speaking to my sister, he represents the Silver Peak Consortium. It's one of the bigger trading houses.
I don't think I've heard of them.
Well, every trader in Dharmekia has. They operate across the length and breadth of the Republic, and they're still expanding. They've been trying to get Eloise to join their ranks for some time now, and judging by her reaction earlier, I'd say she had half a mind to accept their latest offer.
And you'd rather she didn't?
I would rather she did what makes her happy, and I would never deny her such an opportunity. Eloise saved me from slavery, and we have striven to save others like me ever since. But this was not the life my sister wanted, nor the one she deserves. I won't let her give up on her dreams again for my sake. She freed me from my bonds, and she must be freed from hers in turn.
You're a good man, Theo.
I have always been grateful for what my sister did for me, and I want to repay the favor by letting her live her own life. But each time an opportunity to do just that arises, she turns it down. For my sake.
She loves you.
And I love her. Which is why I want this time to be different. To show her that I don't need to be watched over anymore, though I'm sure I'll still need some help from time to time. I trust that I can count on you.
I guess.
Always.
Thank you, Clive. Well then, these bearers aren't... That's a job for the Crimson Caravan.
Alright, follow-up quest? Of course there is.
Ah, Clive. You'll be pleased to know that the negotiations are progressing well.
That is good news.
Yes. Our comrade in Randala has just sent word that the contract should be signed very soon, but I still have much and more to prepare. It's a huge undertaking moving this many bearers at once. You couldn't do me a quick favor, could you?
I guess.
What is it this time? More wild beasts?
Nothing like that.
Damn it.
I just need you to go over to the caravans and ask El how long we have until the bearers arrive. Find out exactly how much faster I need to get all these supplies moved.
All right. I'll go and ask.
Thanks, Clive. I owe you one.
We have nothing better to do, right? We'll just go literally from right here to right over here and talk to your sister for you. Don't want to inconvenience you or anything.
Don't blame yourself, El. This is their fault, not yours.
I know, but...
No buts about it, all right?
I think they're forcing her to join up.
Is something wrong?
Vonnie came to give me a message from our intermediary. The talks with the Republican army have fallen through. They've reached an agreement with the Silver Peak Consortium instead. Though prices have fallen of late, we deliberately offered above the going rate to try and deter other bidders. But the Consortium offered double what we did, and the army jumped at the chance.
And you had no opportunity to make a counteroffer?
None at all. And we were so close.
Elle? What's happened? I saw Vonnie leaving. She didn't look happy.
And with good reason.
But I thought we were the only ones the Fist was speaking to about the bearers. How did the Consortium even find out about this?
It's not so surprising. They have ears all over the Republic. This isn't over. The Consortium will have to sell these bearers eventually. And at the price they paid, buyers will be few and far between. I'm going to Randalar myself.
Alone? You sure that's wise?
Are you offering to be my bodyguard? How kind. Meet me at the checkpoint near the capital gates. I'll send an owl ahead and request a meeting. You go to Cashlock, Theo, and get everything ready. We've waited far too long as it is. Even if I fail to free these bearers, there will be others. Someone needs to prepare the place and keep any prowling beasts at bay.
Oh, and that's me, is it?
Now we know he wants to do that anyway.
It looks like I'm following orders till she gets back from meeting the Silver Peak Consortium, who've been doing their best to undermine our scheme. She'll never join them after this, surely. No, she said it herself. She still has plans for Cashlock, even if this one falls through. She means to stay with us, then. I can't say I'm not happy to hear it, but... is this what she really wants?
You have to trust her.
You're right. It's what she wants now, and if Elle's off fighting for the cause, I should do my part too. So I bid you farewell. I'll gather my men and you go...
Alright, that's enough, Theo. We get it. You don't want to work tomorrow. I do not either, Cookie. I feel that pain on a spiritual level.
I'll keep Eloise waiting.
Alright, there's no fast travel point, so we will run over there the old-fashioned way. I hope you guys don't mind me skipping a little bit of dialogue here and there. I don't think any of it's really that important to even the quest line we're on right now. It's just kind of like extra exposition, you know, for the sake of exposition. So, hey, Ball, do I quit my job effective immediately? You may rely on it. Well, there you go, Cookie. Time to quit. Nope, that's not the right button.
Come on.
Faster.
Come on, Torgal, let's do it. You don't. You're tired as fuck because you can barely comprehend what's happening. It's just a bunch of side quests. Some of them are good. Some of them are fine. Hey boss, this magic 8 ball told me to quit immediately, so yeah, bye. That sounds like it. There you go, Cookie. Just send it, dude.
Straight home now. I hope I didn't keep you waiting. Did you arrange to speak with the consortium?
Here they are now.
I have a
You
feeling
wish to consult with me.
this is not going to go well.
I did. It's about the bearers you recently purchased from the Fist. We had all but finished making arrangements to buy them ourselves. And then you stepped into the fray.
You misunderstand. The consortium had an interest in purchasing them from the very first. It was only our regard for you that kept us from bidding. But your hesitancy in accepting our offer to you suggested that the regard was not mutual. And so we resumed our business.
I did not hesitate. I am simply not inclined to make such decisions without first giving them due consideration. But what is done is done. Come then. How much do you want for them?
Alas, you are too late yet again. We rarely take on such unconventional merchandise without a purchaser in mind. The bearers belong to him now.
Who is your buyer?
A trader from across the water. A most demanding fellow, if it's any consolation. He insisted the bearers be fed, dressed, even given their own bunks for the voyage over. That's what you get when you deal with continental types.
I wouldn't know.
Oh yes, the culture on the continent is quite different to ours. They pay good money for bearers not fit for the knacker's yard, and treat them like kings. But as long as they pay...
That does sound unusual. No matter then. If they've already left our shores, there's little that can be done. Allow me to withdraw my interest. And with it, my interest in joining your organization.
My associates will be sorry to hear that.
I don't know why they're not showing up in chat. Hold on, let me... I'm logged into 7 TVs. That's not the problem. I don't know why. Oh yeah, that's weird. I don't know why they're not showing up.
Able to save them.
As am I. But I only have myself to blame.
It's just the 7 TV ones, though.
He was right, you see. The Silver Peak Consortium did intend to buy those bearers before I did. Their representative hinted at a possible purchase when he came to recruit me. I feigned interest in joining them in the hope he might be encouraged to tell me more. And he did just that. As soon as he left, I sent my own offer to Randalar.
So you never...
No. I entertained the Consortium's proposal solely so I could learn more about those bearers. But I was a fool to think they wouldn't find out. I knew exactly who I was dealing with.
You tried.
I did. And if what he said was true, the bearers are to be well treated.
Do we believe that, though?
Something, at least. But they deserved more. I wanted so badly to see them freed.
Eloise! Eloise! Word from Cashlock. The village is under attack.
Oh, great.
A pack of beasts have come down from the mountains, and there's a dragon.
A dragon?
Theo and the others are trying to hold them off as best they can, but the odds are against them. They need help, and fast.
Theo!
I'll go on ahead.
Thank you, Clive. I'll gather some men and join you there.
Quit talking and let me leave. There's a dragon to be slain. Knackers slaughter horses to be turned into horse products like meat and glue. What is a bear knacker's yard?
Coming.
Oh god, I don't know. We have to run there, right? I know we can go right here. I don't know. Whenever you hear Barry, you sub it in your head with slave. The slaves will be well treated, sure. Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much what a bearer is, right?
Ready, go?
Bearer / branded.
Yeah.
That is not the right way. Come on, Ambrosia, turn. I wish you could you could drift. I don't know why you can't drift. I feel like that was a big miss on their part. Unless you can. Not the way. Wait, hold on a second. No, not the way. Wait. Yeah, you can. I can see how you could drift. Yeah, by doing that right there. Oh yeah, there he goes. Okay, hold on. Oh, I'm fucking this all up. Hold on. Yeah, because you get a speed boost too. Oh, that's kind of sick.
That'll do, girl.
Well, learn something new. The music sounds bad. What is happening? Oh, you weren't talking about that? Oh, never mind.
Where's Theodore?
Upriver!
He led the dragon that way to keep it from the village. But the whole area is flooded with ether.
We just have to pray he makes it out in one piece.
I can do better than that. Torgal, with me.
All right, let's go. No Chocobo allowed here, apparently. If you light tap L2, you do the same thing, just no fancy animation. Oh, okay. I'll give it a shot once we're on. Oh, wait, here we go. Right now. It's not working.
Where are you, Theo?
I'm bad at this. It's fine. Yeah, just doing this. That's more for turning directions, though, not for like going around corners. Unless it's a very sharp turn, then I suppose that would work.
Thanks, girl.
I don't even see Theo anywhere around here.
Damn it. The ether's too thick. These creatures have already turned.
Oh, I like that combo right there.
To me, flames!
Time for dragon?
I can't waste any more time. I need to find Theodore before that dragon does.
I think it found us. Ooh, it's an Akashic
Looks like
dragon.
It found me.
Heron
This thing's
Suge?
turned as well. This isn't going to be easy.
Well, it's not level 50, so we should be okay, hopefully. Oh, still got it. Nice. Oops. Oh, that does pretty good stagger damage on big enemies too. Hopefully big dam. Not bad, actually. 68k, I like it. Hey, Ball, sure battle riding Chocobo, very doubtful. I don't think I'm very good at it, though.
Nice try. Too slow.
What? It's tired. Ooh, I like the tail whip.
Too slow.
And you are broken. That actually does really good damage. 2k per hit. I like it. Damn. All right, so Mesmerize is actually stronger than I thought it would be. It's all those little, against larger enemies, it hits multiple times. So that damage stacks up pretty nicely. I don't think Theodore could have took that guy down, for the record.
Clive?
Oh, no.
Theodore, you had me worried for...
Oh, fuck, guys. I was waiting for somebody to turn.
I think it might be a little too late for that. Bearer or no, there's only so much ether a man can take, and that Drake just wouldn't let me leave. You have my thanks, Sid, for finishing what I could not. For keeping Elle's dream.
Theodore!
Damn, that was brutal. We have to kill him. He'll be fine. 8 Balls Clive getting character development. I think so, yeah.
Don't make me do this.
Stop it, Theo!
Oh.
Stop!
No. Don't come over here, please.
Stay back, Eloise! He's turned. And so will you. Theodore.
Take care of my sister.
Theodore, wait.
Goodbye. El.
Yeah, I kind of saw that one coming. As soon as he regained consciousness. Well, shit, guys. I was waiting for them to throw a friend getting turned to Kashyyyk in front of us. Hi, Deck. Sometime later.
Thank you, Clive. I think I'll be all right now.
That was true bravery he showed. Leading the dragon away from the village like that. His first instinct was always to protect people. To put others' well-being before his own.
And now he's gone. Because I sent him to that place. Against his will.
It wasn't against his will. He was ready to do whatever it took to show you he could stand on his own. So that you would finally be free to live your own life.
To live my own life. He never could come to terms with the choice I made.
What exactly happened? You once told me Theo was the first bearer you ever helped.
We grew up in Canva. We were born to one of the great trading houses. And I was chosen to inherit the family business. I had my father's head for figures, you see. Theo did not. While I studied the art of commerce, he played at soldiers instead. A late bloomer. In more ways than one. For unlike most bearers, it wasn't until his 15th summer that his powers awakened. My parents tried to drive him out of the house and into the care of the constables. But before they could, I took him into mine.
Theo told me something else. He clearly admired your devotion to the cause of freeing others like him from slavery. But he said you deserved a better life than this. He wanted to free you from what he called your bonds, just as you freed him from his.
I would be lying if I said I had not wondered from time to time how much easier my life might have been if I had allowed Theo to be taken and devoted myself to the family business instead. But I have never regretted the decision I made. Being with my brother meant more to me than tradition or reputation. I only had to look at him to remind myself of that night and the choice I made and the fact that I would make the same choice again in a heartbeat. He was never a burden. How could he even think that? If anything, I was the one who weighed him down.
You weren't, Eloise. He said it himself, that he had always been grateful to you for saving him, and that he wanted to repay you by letting you live the life you were denied. Neither you nor Theo weighed each other down. You loved one another. You did whatever was necessary to continue living your lives together, and you always would have.
You're right. All I ever wanted, all I ever did, it was so we could be together. Oh, Theo, why did you have to...
Yeah, Clive's character development will never stop, apparently. Yeah, as soon as they said that he was luring the dragon away, I was like, man, dude's not going to have a good time. Didn't think he was going to go that way. I thought the dragon was going to eat him or something.
I know Theo wanted me to move on, but I'm staying here at the Crimson Caravans to continue our work. We can make a difference here. We can help people. Save them. I need nothing more from life than that. So I'll carry on doing what we do. Ensuring that goods, people, bearers get where they need to be. Bringing smiles to people's faces, just like we always have. And to Theo's, wherever he is. This is the life I have chosen. The life I will always choose.
I've made a choice of my own. To continue helping you however I can. Whenever you need it.
Thank you, Clive. Let's go on together then. For Theodore.
Are we gonna get? We're probably gonna get the Crimson Caravan signpost. Yep. Whew. Well, R.I.P. Theo. He had to go out in a brutal way too, unfortunately. That was a good side quest. See, that turned out to be a lot better. The first one was kind of boring, just talking to people, but it led to this, right? So, but with that, guys, we are going to wrap up this episode of Final Fantasy XVI right here. Next time, we'll continue, hopefully knock out a few more side quests and get back to the main story. So, as always, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Peace!